What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate, reverse rants, no hate. I want to talk about Ryan Garcia for a little bit. And I really want to say this. The younger you are, you're known to do more childish and just childish, immature things. As you get older, everybody doesn't mature the same way around the same time. I see a whole lot of immature people right now just proud to be and proud of it on top of that. When I look at Ryan Garcia, we've always known him to be a trash talker. Always want to be one of the first people to jump on social media and always want to send a message to someone that, that's in his weight class or close to it, that just had a fight, that, if you would have fought me like that, I'd have did this, I'd have did that. Ryan Garcia has several videos where he can't make a video without crying. Now, you got people saying, oh, nah, he playing you. Nah, he ain't playing me. He's playing himself. I'm not the one making a fool out of myself in front of a camera. He is. So how is he playing anybody but himself? Now, for people that's making the point that he's only acting, he's doing this just to, get attention and stir up things, okay. If that's the case, like I said before, how does this help him? I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but the only people that is speaking on his behalf are people making excuses for him. He's being roasted by people now. People are getting sick of this. Like, what is wrong with this guy? Every fucking video, and I love God, and God this and God that, and God and God and God and Jesus and God and God and God. Okay, are you trying to sell a fight, or are you becoming some, are you going to be another fake preacher? One minute you're talking about loving God, the next minute you're talking shit, trying to be a tough guy or whatever it may be. The guy, I don't care what anybody says. I don't think Ryan Garcia is well in his head. I just don't think he's all there. I don't mean he should be somewhere in the damn straitjacket in the rubber room. I'm saying I think emotionally he's weak. And I just think that whatever goes on in his life, it's getting the best of him. And and you can't have a strong team. And the way he's been acting, you have not seen one video of him, Bernard, De La Hoya, any of these guys, Goosen, and none of them even just showing love, really just being there, you haven't even seen that. You haven't even seen that. So even when I sat here and said the fact that Ryan stood up there in front of a camera for everybody to see, a room full of people on top of that, to sit up and say, Bernard, you want to squash the beef, it lets you know. The fact that he said that, there's been tension. Things have not been clicking. It's just been a business thing for them. But there's no brotherhood there. There's no actual friendship there. You look at what just happened between Derrick James and Errol Spence. I mean, come on, y'all. Shit happens. Okay, and things don't stay the same, and people move on. Sometimes they elevate, sometimes they stay the same, sometimes they just sink. And I'm looking at Ryan Garcia this isn't helping him. This dude is sitting up here, he's doing interviews. First off, the only interviews you really should be doing should be pertaining to your fight with Devin Haney. Man, this guy's responding to things that has nothing to do with him fighting Devin. Why do you think guys like Anthony Joshua avoid the cameras? Why do you think that you don't see AJ jumping up in front of a camera every other week? And the thing with AJ just simply, he don't want to get caught up in drama. Terrence Crawford, certain guys really just don't want to be in certain situations. So they're not just doing interviews with just anybody. And like I said, when I talked about him, and I mentioned some things about him in the previous video where he's talking about, people trying to make him seem like he's being anti-black, and why we, talk about he don't know George Floyd died because he had a knee on his neck, and why would I talk about Kanye West and this and this? Just saying, why are you even discussing shit like that? I mean, do you understand how immature, how petty that is? Why are you even worrying about what anybody had to say? I don't care who said it and why they said it. the fact that you are even wasting energy on this, and he sounded like he was fucking crying when he was responding. And I'm not anti-black, and I love God, and that's all. And I'm like, wow, Ryan, what happened to you? What happened to you? But when you think about it, he's always had antics where he just has a big mouth and talks a lot of stupid shit. And everybody always want to put God, like I said, want to bring up a so-called God, but it's always when they're trying to defend some stupid shit. I don't know, man. The guy's getting older, but he's like, it's more than immaturity, man. It's like you know, things is not right in Ryan's. Like, I think his life, he just got things going on that he's just not able to handle properly. Y'all can talk all that shit he's just putting on for the cameras. Okay, well, it's stupid. It's stupid. It's not going to sell more pay-per-views. It's not going to sell more tickets. If anything, people are going to laugh at this dude like, yo, he's a clown. People don't understand how far his stock has went down. It's gotten to the point where, let me tell you, I expect Devin Haney to beat the shit out of Ryan Garcia and embarrass him. But it's gotten to the point where people that don't even like Devin Haney is saying, man, Devin gonna fuck him up. You guys don't understand. You that are all wrapped up into this so-called entertainment bullshit. Ryan Garcia, I feel like, is dealing with some shit and is getting to him. And the fact that, look, there's nobody to advise him. Hey, Ryan, stay off social media, man. Stop worrying about these people. Stop. You look at the amount of shit that Deontay Wilder ends up getting in, right? Look at how many people make videos and speak for Deontay Wilder. And I'm not saying that that's what Ryan should do. What I'm saying is, Ryan, if he's going to speak about things, whatever happens, see, this is why you guys don't understand Floyd. Floyd would tell, well, we're not here to talk about this and this and that. We're not, right? Floyd don't give a fuck. You want to talk to me about my fight coming up. Talk to me. We're not talking about this happened or the past or rumor. We're not talking about, this is what people need to do. Emmitt Smith, Michael Jordan, I can remember clearly, and others, being asked certain questions. It's none of your business. Whatever happened to that? Whatever happened to people? Listen, I'm not here to talk about that. You want to interview me? Let's talk about the Devin Haney fight. Let's talk about the preparation. Let's talk about things like that. We're not here to talk about all this other goofy shit that has nothing to do with boxing. But this, you know, it's boxers' fault. It's promoters. It's everybody's fault who allowed this bullshit into boxing in the first place. To where now people think that this is the norm. Oh, let's get here and stir up trouble. Let's find out about your political views. What do you think about this person? Do you think that person is racist? Do you think that this is the type of goofy shit that y'all get caught up in? I saw Bill Haney on some interview with some dude with some fucking dreads and some fucking Aunt Jemima looking scarf on his fucking head, and he was calling Bill Haney B. Diddy and just talking shit. Y'all ducking Shakur, y'all ducking Tank, and blah, blah, blah. And I don't even know who this dude was, or why Bill Haney even wasted time talking to this guy. But this is the type of shit I'm saying. And they just went back and forth, arguing about absolutely nothing. When you say all press is good press, I tell you that's bullshit. And what people don't understand, when you deal with toxic people, it creates toxic situations. And everything that has nothing to do with boxing becomes the focus. Man, you out here promoting your son, Devin Haney. You out here talking about, things pertaining to boxing. You know, the guy tells Devin, Bill Haney, I bet you 10 grand. And he's like, 10 grand don't scare me and this and that. And then, here we go back to now, the broke, you nigga, fix your house up, look at your house, your screen door even broken and this and that. I get you as far as you putting him in his place, like you talking about betting 10 grand and your house looking like that. Because the dude probably just trying to high sign in front of the cameras. But my point, once again, you find yourself, I don't know how old Bill Haney is, but Devin, I don't know. Sometimes people have kids when they're real young. I don't know. But Bill Haney is definitely too old to be getting caught up in these stupid conversations with people. And this is what I'm talking about. Y'all allow this toxic shit to come in. And y'all focused on everything other than what's actually important. And the Aunt Jemima looking guy, he doesn't lose anything in terms of boxing. Who the fuck is he? Some dude that however, I don't know what Bill was doing. If he was faced, I don't know what he was doing. I don't remember if it was on, I saw it on YouTube. I don't know if he was like live on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, but it's like, why are you even entertaining this bullshit, man? This is what I'm talking about. And this is like, for me, it's like, I don't care nothing about all this clout chasing talk and who's trying to do this and who's trying to do that. For someone to decide they want to jump in front of a camera and start telling you that you and your son ducking, y'all scared of Tank, y'all scared of this person, that person. It's obvious that these motherfuckers are nothing but trolls. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Bill Haney has made it crystal clear they offered this man $20 million and he didn't want to fight. Leonard Ellaby stood there and said nobody can make Tank an offer. Tank is the only one that make the offers. So the bottom line is, it doesn't matter what you offer Tank. For one, Tank has to want to fight you. And Tank is going to tell you what the percentage is and what's what and what y'all fighting for, where you fighting and all that. That's Tank's A-side status. So for this guy to sit here and say that they're ducking Tank, they're ducking Shakur, when Shakur himself admitted he's the one, well, I didn't take that offer because they tried to blackball me, even though they offered him more money than he's ever made in his whole career. And on top of that, okay, Shakur's no superstar. So we know factually that Tank Davis turned the fucking fight down, didn't want it with Devin, and so did Shakur Stevenson. So this same dude talking about how Devin is, y'all ducking Tank and y'all ducking Shakur. Tank has not said shit since he's been from prison, other than niggas is broke out here, we over here making money, niggas is definitely broke. They better send me 2 Ferraris outside of my house just to get me to go to Saudi and all this kind of stuff. And then the only thing he managed to say aside from that was him and Conor Ben, yeah, they all on the same page and this fight was about to happen just for that fight to not happen. So bottom line is, regardless, why are you getting caught up into this goofy shit? A grown-ass man. And you just going back and forth with this little chump-ass kid. Well, this is exactly what I'm saying to you about how people don't understand what they're getting involved in. And when you look at, like, you know, this is just ego, stupidity, ignorance, immaturity. This is not even the same Ryan that his erratic behavior, we're not talking about him just popping shit, like him kept calling Tank's name and saying he's going to 140 and kept saying for Tank to fight him at 140 and all this goofy shit. We know Ryan Garcia, once again, like I'm saying, is not in a good space mentally. And after Devin tear his ass up, ain't no excuse about, well, nah, you know, I'm just going through some things in my life, which is probably going to be the excuse he's going to use. He keeps talking the shit about people trying to tear him down and all this shit, and all he's trying to do is give the love in his heart that God give him. And I'm like, you know, yeah, God forsake all of y'all, because y'all seem to always want to talk about God more when you're going through something. You know, they'll say, I thank God for the victory and all this kind of shit. My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, without him, none of this would be possible. I wouldn't be here. Same old routine speech. But I mean, overall, no, it's always when you're doing some really silly, goofy shit. And, you know, in all honesty, Ryan needs to understand that discipline he needs, that focus he needs to be in this ring. You getting all emotional and arguing with people and trying to explain yourself about something that has nothing to do with what you are as a human being. Your profession is being a professional boxer. Y'all talking about everything other than. So, you know, it's what I said. When people get used to running their mouth, and this is how they impress people, what do you have to offer to this sport of boxing when you can't even focus on the sport of boxing? Yet, you signed up for a job that puts millions in your pockets. And you can't focus because, whatever's going on, and the fact that you don't have anybody on your team that you're actually close with, and the fact of the matter is, like, you just keep seeing Ryan on these videos by himself. And that's when he get to those moments where he's in tears. So, I mean, I don't get into the, like I said, the stuff that you hear, breakups and all this kind of stuff, custody battles. Or I don't get into that kind of stuff. But just saying, it's crazy how when I asked the question a couple of years ago, when I said, is the 135 division gonna go to 140? These guys coming up, are they gonna have the same impact? And you think that would they be the face of the division and the faces of the division? And when you look at it, that's pretty much how it went. You know what I'm saying? But what's actually going on overall with these guys? 135 is nothing like what it used to be with having this star power. 140, the people are there, but it's quiet still. There's not much going on. Boxing has become a thing where boxing as a whole is not what's popular. It's boxers, certain boxers, and we're going to get behind certain guys, and we don't care about anybody else. And I told you, you have people that go to big events just to say that they was there. They don't even know who's fighting. They don't even care or know what's going on, but they go into the fight, then they go into the after party. They're going to do red carpet shit. You got artists that got music coming out and all kinds of stuff, and they want to promote movies and all kinds of other shit. And this is why when you see people on the red carpets and stuff at these events, what are they doing? Talking about what they got going on, what they got coming up. And so it's everything other than boxing. Boxing is not meant to make you celebrities and all this shit. Boxing is a sport. Yes, you're going to have star power. You're going to be known. So, yeah, you'll be looked at as a celebrity to people. But when you're trying to be that, it's not a cool thing. Especially under these circumstances, because these casuals don't care about boxing. These people talk to you, they want to know about other shit that has nothing to do with boxing. Maybe Ryan's hard-headed. Maybe people advise him he don't listen. But you can clearly see that Golden Boy is not a closely knit unit. Let's not forget, Shane Mosley used to be a part of that. And him and Oscar not on good terms now. So, you understand, it's been a while between them. So, just saying, you see things happen, people split. You guys made up all this bullshit lies about Derrick James and Anthony Joshua having a falling out when that wasn't the case at all. You guys make all this other shit up, about who's doing what and who should be doing this and that. But when it comes to this situation with Ryan and Golden Boy, people for some reason act like they don't see it. But I just feel like Ryan probably feels like he's in the camp, but he's on his own. And I think that those things are getting to him. So this video is not to ridicule him. This video is like saying, like, I'm watching this dude, the changes and how he's acting. This isn't no fucking Ryan's doing this for the camera shit. The dude is just not mentally sound to just like making wiser decisions and showing maturity. He's not in a good space. And I'm telling you, he talks all this shit about his left hook and Devin can't punch him. Okay. Now, when he gets his ass whooped, it doesn't matter what his excuse is going to be. But his career, people are going to look and say, okay, he fought Tank, he got stopped, he quit. Devin just bust his ass. What's next for Ryan now? Now, him losing to Devin Haney will make people start to pay more attention to all this shit I'm saying now. Pay attention to these goofy videos he keep making. And he loses to Haney. At some point, another video of him crying and talking about the love in his heart that God gave him and people trying to tear him down. All this shit. I talked about that before, and you guys see. The guy is not right. But hey, man, that's his choice. That's his team choice. But this is the effects of when you go through things and you feel like you're in this world alone. We've all had our share of ups and downs, feeling depressed about things. And this is what I'm saying. Everybody seems to think that it's a joke. It's just him. We all know the story about the little boy that cried wolf. I remember Eddie Murphy was saying that they asked him who's the funniest person he ever met. That's just funny, just like not even without even trying. He said Red Fox. He said, like, everything that comes out of his mouth is just funny. Like, he's not even trying to be funny. He's just naturally just a funny person, and you just find yourself cracking up the whole time. And if you remember this show called The Royal Family. They didn't do a full season because Fox died on the set. Eddie Murphy produced that show. And he said him, Della Reese, was just going back and forth, Fred and Della Reese. And he said that they were just so funny that he sat there and thought, I should make a show with these two as a husband and wife and whatever. And he created the show. And if you don't know the story, that Red Fox died of a heart attack. And they said that he was so damn funny, and all the years of watching Sanford and Son and him with the, Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you. And they said that, yeah, he'd do that on the set and play, and he had everybody cracking up, that they thought he was joking. They didn't realize that he really had a heart attack. Okay, and it's what I'm saying to you. People think everything's a joke. They think everything is just, it's just for the camera. Yeah, there are a lot of things that's for the camera. This right here, if this is Ryan acting, I could definitely understand Oscar, Bernard, Goosen, and everybody involved feeling disgusted with him. Like that goofy shit he was doing when he was in that gym, and Derek James is looking at him like, man, what the fuck are you doing, man? That's exactly how he was looking at him. Okay, but yet you got people, but you're just reaching for things. He's just, like, shut your goofy ass up. That shit he was doing was some stupid shit. That's not what Derek James did for. That's what you call training now? Moving in slow motion and that. What? Okay, so what the fuck is this? What exactly was he supposed to be working on? What the fuck is this goofy shit? And Derek James, his face said it all. But you see shit like this and you try to rationalize it. But he's just acting. He's just doing it. Even Devin Haney seemed to think that it's just, Ryan just being Ryan. Okay, all right. This shit isn't causing the fight to sell any tickets, now is it? This isn't making people talk about the fight, now is it? And the things that people are saying about Ryan is not good things. So this is what I'm saying. Aside from the little fanboys that want to take up for what he's doing, no, he's being roasted for this type of stuff. And I'm saying this is not about roasting him. This is about what the fuck happened to him. Why is he in this state of mind? And if y'all don't see that this dude is fucked up inside. And the fact that this man can't do an interview without crying. What, is he trying to be an actor? Hey, look, y'all, I can make myself cry. Y'all can put me in really emotional scenes. Because I don't understand how this helps anything. Because it's not helping shit. And the fact of the matter is, since boxing has so many crybabies, so many sensitive people, so many people that they come on social media and they bring so much of their personal life to social media that people would rather talk about their personal life than the actual fights that's coming up and what they got going on. This is the new normal. Okay, this is what people are into. Once again, we don't take boxing serious anymore, simply because of what it's become. And it's like, if we get the demise of boxing to where it just falls, where people are just not interested at all anymore, they don't care about these fights, it doesn't matter who's who, and it just dwindles down. It might take years for that to happen, but bottom line, what I'm saying is, shit happens. Shit happens. And you people, that one, you don't know that. You do not know that. Just like you didn't think one day you'd be watching HBO and they no longer have boxing on it, did you? Okay then. Just like you didn't think one day you'd be watching fucking Showtime and damn, they don't have, what happened to the PBC? Why? Yeah. But you see what I'm telling you, things happen, they change all the time. And like I said, all change isn't good change. But for Ryan Garcia, man, you need to, like, I don't know. But you need to be focused on this fight against Devin Haney. And I don't see focus on him. I really don't. And the fact that he gets so emotional when he speaks about everything, no. I'm not debating with anyone. I'm not arguing with anyone. I'm not putting my face on social media. I'm focused on my training. I'm focused on doing things the right way. That's it. And, when you hear, these guys speaking about things that, especially things you really don't even have interest in. I don't give a shit about Kanye West. I don't want to talk about him. I don't care about a Kanye West. The George Floyd situation was a terrible thing, and it was a rotten thing that happened. And bottom line is, regardless to who he was responding to and what, once again, my point is he's allowing himself to be distracted by nonsense. So, and you know something, if he loses this fight to Devin Haney, let's not be shocked if him and Golden Boy actually wind up severing for real at this point, where it's like, nah, we don't want you no more. They let him out of his contract and let him go to wherever he wants to go. Because in all honesty, y'all, I'm telling you flat out, that big fight feel, I haven't had that shit in so long now. And it just, boxing, when I sit and I watch boxing now, and I sit here and watch the old stuff, I sit here and it's just like the same question I have for Ryan. What the fuck? What happened to boxing? We see the things that's just taking place. And once again, we find ourselves in a position of the sport that we love has been so watered down, diluted. Okay, it's been diluted, it's been polluted, it's been pissed on, it's been people done dropped feces on it. They done did everything to milk it and make as much money as they can and just use the sport. But what they're not doing is trying to make sure that the right things are happening. So when you have certain people doing certain things, like the Saudis, certain people, and I give it to Matchroom. Matchroom tries to I feel like Matchroom puts on really solid cards too. But when you look, you got ESPN, you got all these, you got this Zone, you got all these other platforms and all these people with deep pockets that want to get involved and make money off boxing. But it's just like, that's all it becomes. It's just money, 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 money. And I did a video about Wardley versus Frazier, so check that video out if you haven't already. And they had a solid fight, man. I break down things about how I feel about them as fighters and everything in that video, but they had a solid fight. Yeah, it was a classic. It was a brawl. It wasn't a boxing match. It was a brawl, man. They went there and they fought. I mean, of course, there was some boxing involved. They were, setting up shots, and yeah, it was a very, very great classic fight. It was a classic fight, yes. And the thing that's sad is, for them to have the type of fight that they had, the casuals don't give a fuck either. And to be honest with you, I've heard people say, man, them motherfuckers are bums, man. They ain't shit. So, I mean, just saying, y'all. But they don't call Jake Paul a bum. But I'm just saying. So, this is where we are. So, yeah. Anyways, in closing, Ryan needs to do what Ryan needs to do. And I'm predicting that Haney's going to fuck him up. Haney's going to fuck him up. And Golden Boy's not going to want to have anything to do with him. His star power has already depleted. He's not what he was. And he thought he was a bigger star than Tank. And maybe at one point he was, but not now. And Tank hasn't been in the ring, so we don't even know what type of reception he's going to get, what type of turnout he's going to get. You can only live off the past for so long. So, we'll see how things go. But, yeah, I mean, yeah. It's gotten old with every time I see Ryan, he's in front of a camera in tears. The shit is just like, man, what the fuck is this, General Hospital all over again? Like, anyway, y'all, talk to me in the comment section. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people. And I will catch y'all on the next video.